Welcome to Gran Idiomas. For more tips in English, subscribe to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about speaking part 1 of the B2 exam, or the first certificate exam. Speaking part 1 is what we call an icebreaker. An icebreaker is a beginning that relaxes a tense or formal atmosphere. And trust me, speaking exam can be quite tense. But don't worry, all of the questions that you are asked in a speaking part 1 are all about you. So you have all the information. So just follow the following tips and you will pass your speaking exam with flying colors. Dead air is a crime. Imagine you turn on the radio and there's no music and nobody's talking. What are you going to do? You're probably going to change the station. Same thing in a speaking exam. It's important to keep talking. If you make a mistake, keep talking. If you don't know a certain word, keep talking. Don't know what to say, keep talking. You only have a very limited amount of time to talk, about 30 seconds on average. So take advantage of each and every second. Do not fall victim to dead air. Use a filler. The best way to avoid dead air is by using a filler. A filler is a certain expression that we use to fill the silence. So, if you don't know how to answer a question and you need to give yourself some time to think, use the following filler. I've never really thought about that before. That's a really good question. So, by using this filler, you're giving yourself at least 5 seconds to think. Use the grammar in the question. Most of the questions you'll be asked are going to be about your interests or hobbies, your friends and family, your studies or work, your holidays, or your future plans. So you may be asked questions about the present, about the past, or about the future. So when you're asked a question, listen to the examiner and try to use the grammar that they use in the question. For example, if they ask, "What are you doing this summer?" don't say, "I will go on a backpacking trip." Say, "I'm going on a backpacking trip." So remember, try to use the grammar in the question. The right length. When you're doing a speaking exam, it's important to give long, structured answers to show your grammatical and lexical range. So if you're asked, "Do you like sport?" and your answer is yes, well, that's far too short. So how can we extend our answers? Easy. You can do so by giving a reason, giving an example, or giving your opinion. Why don't we try that question again? Do you like sport? Yes, because I'm a very active person. I usually do sport 5 times a week. In my opinion, doing sport is essential for a healthy lifestyle. So remember, try to extend your answers. Learn your key words. Many students ask me whether they should memorize their answers to speaking part 1 questions. The problem is you never know which questions you'll be asked. Also, when you recite an answer, it doesn't sound very natural. So instead of memorizing full answers, try to memorize certain key words. Now, which key words? Well, if the questions you'll be asked are going to be about your work or studies, it's important to know what your profession is or what the degree you're studying is called in English. Or for example, if you're asked about trips, well, you should know the difference between travel, trip, and journey. And if you're asked about your hobbies or interests, well, how about learning different ways of saying like? Instead of saying, "I like cooking," why don't you say, "I am keen on cooking," or "I am fond of cooking"? So remember that having a wider lexical range means more points. Thank you for watching our videos, and remember, if you want to learn more about the B2 speaking exam, subscribe to our channel or follow follow us on social media. See you next time.